Hello, everybody. For my activity for your family today, I thought I would share with you a little bit about cooking with your children. Um, Cooking with your kids is a good way just to connect with your kids, especially for your older children. It's also a good way to teach them something important that they might use in their life. And um, also a good way to learn maybe something new. So, for example, this week I'm going to make pupusas for the first time. I have not ever made pupusas, but I'm going to try. So, I'm going to learn something new in the kitchen. And this recipe might be new for you, but it's also something for you to try together with your children. Okay. So chocolate chip cookie bars is the recipe, and you can see a picture here. It is like a cookie, but you put it in a pan. So not circular, but they are square. Okay. My daughter Conley was helping me in this video. So you will see my daughter Conley. Here are the things you will need. You will need 11 tablespoons of butter. Sorry, butter. 2 cups plus 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. 1 teaspoon salt. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. 3 large eggs. 2 teaspoons baking powder. 3 cups flour, and 2 cups chocolate chips. I realized as I'm presenting to you today, that I did not put on the Spanish translations on this page. So if you are wondering about Spanish translations, um, I will put the recipe in Spanish um, at the end of this video so you can see it in Spanish, okay? Here are other supplies you will need. You'll need a cake pan, a bowl, measuring cups, and measuring spoons. Okay, remember a tablespoon is big, like a table. So tablespoon is grande, is mismo mesa, okay, table, mesa, grande. The teaspoon is small, pequeño, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is set your oven to 350 degrees. I hope you will forgive my Spanish. I do not have the Spanish keyboard on my computer, so I know I am missing marks in Spanish for accents, so forgive me. And also, I did not ask Josie or Maricela to help me with the translation, so I hope it is good enough for understanding. I know it is probably not perfect, okay? So here's your first direction again. You want to put the temperature on the oven. For the second direction, move this out of the way, you're going to want to melt your butter, and you will need to get the right amount of tablespoons. So you need 11. On the wrapper of the butter, you will need to count each line. Es necesito cantar cada línea por tablespoons on the butter. And here's my daughter Conley. She did most of this herself. So, okay. And you can see in my background, there's my flour for pupusas when I try to make them this week. All right, number 3, you're gonna put your brown sugar in with your butter. So butter, brown sugar together. Then mix, add eggs and vanilla, and mix. So butter, sugar, eggs, vanilla. You have those four things together: butter, sugar, eggs, vanilla. And you're going to mix that together. All right, next, some important information about brown sugar. When you are cooking with brown sugar, it's important to do something special. And my daughter Conley and I will tell you about that. What are you doing now? Okay, and what's really important when you measure brown sugar for cooking? That you don't or that you do? So when you say pack it down, what does that mean? It means it's smooth. And you push it down into the thing. So yeah, when it comes out, it kind of keeps the shape of the container. See how you did. Not so good. It should keep the shape of the container. Should look just like this shape when you're done. Try it again. Push it down hard. Use your hands, or if you just pat it with a spoon, that's how you're gonna do it. So you can see there she is pushing with her hand to push the brown sugar into the measuring cup. And that is the correct action she should be doing, is pushing it into the cup. You want to make it pushed into the cup. Okay? That makes sure you have the right amount. Okay? Now try it. Dump it out and let's see how it looks now. Better. You need 2 tablespoons. All right, now we're on to step 4. Add flour, salt, and baking powder. Mix. Okay, and here's the baking powder, flour, salt. Here is some important information about flour. When we added the brown sugar, you push in, but you don't do that with flour. Here's Conley. Conley, what are you doing now? I'm putting in the flour. Okay, and when you measure the flour, what do you have to remember to do? Not pack it. So use a spoon to put the flour in. Okay. Can you show us, go ahead, dump that in. Show us the incorrect way, not correct way to measure flour. Okay, so that this is incorrecto. Not correct. When you do this, it is too much. Así es mucho harina. Use a spoon for measuring the flour. Okay. All right, last you're going to add the chocolate chips and mix. So it will look like this once you have added your chocolate chips. All right, next you're going to grease the pan and put the batter in. So here is some information about greasing the pan. Hi everybody, we're to the part where you're going to start putting the cookies in the pan. And you have 2 options about what you want to do with that. You can use this, which is a spray that goes in the pan. That's what I usually use. You can use that to spray your pan. Or you can use a stick of butter. Either one is fine. But you need to put something in the pan so the cookies come out of the pan. If you do not use butter or cooking spray, your cookies will be in the pan and you cannot get them out. Okay, so it's important to put something in the pan so you can take the cookies out. No butter, no spray. The cookie is stuck to the pan, okay? Here is what that looks like. Okay, so if you use butter, it looks like this. You're just putting butter in the bottom of the pan. If you use the cooking spray, it looks like this. You only need to choose one. Es necesito por solo una. Butter or the cooking spray. All right, now you can put this in the pan. And the next thing you're going to do is put it in the oven and bake for 30 minutes. So you want to set a timer. I put the timer on my stove, but you could also set 30 minutes on your phone. And for my oven, 30 minutes was perfect, okay? If you look at it and you think, it is not done, okay? Cuando tú mira y tú pensar, no finito, you can do more minutes, okay? Poder una o dos o 5 minutos más. Okay, just do a few minutes at a time if it doesn't look done. When it's done, it should look like this. So after 30 minutes, the cookies should be cooked and look golden brown on top. You can cut them and eat them, but you might let it cool for a little bit. So maybe give it 15 minutes in 15 minutos. Cotar y comida. Okay, so let it cool first. Otherwise, mucho calor. It'll be too hot. Okay. So that's what the cookies look like when they're done. And chocolate chip cookies are kind of a U.S. American food that's pretty common in the U.S. But this is one recipe for how to make them. And I like it because you can put it in one pan. You don't have to do cookie, which takes more time, okay? Again, remember that being in the kitchen with your children is a good thing. They are learning from you about food. It is time together, being with each other. And also, it can be a time to learn something new. So if you have not made cookies before, here is a time to try something new. All right. I hope you will make them. I hope you will try them and tell me if they were good or if you didn't like them. That's up to you, but I hope you'll take the time to do that. Okay. Until I see you again next week, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.